Hey everyone, and welcome back to the studio vlog. If you are new here, my name is Sheena and I'm an illustrator and content creator based in New York City. So I'm happy to say we are starting this new vlog in the new apartment, and I hope you all like this quick sneak peek. Okay, hey vlog, I am back. I look extremely tired because I am. I want to say this is at least 6 hours later. We still haven't eaten, have not taken a nap, and I'm just really exhausted. But I wanted to pop on, like, show you all our new home. This is our living room, the TV, obviously. This is our new view, our new background, our new backdrop, and I just feel so lucky. Like, here's a little bit more of the apartment, but yeah, I am absolutely exhausted. So I'm going to basically end the footage here, and then once Dustin and I eat and get some rest, I may feel better to hop back on here. So I'll check in later. All right, so voiceover Sheena is back. This is just Dustin and I enjoying the sunset from our space. It is just so beautiful here, and I think the biggest part of me sharing this footage is just once again to inspire. As someone who really started from the bottom and from humble beginnings, you all have seen me throughout the years in some of the smallest, rattiest apartments, no pun intended. This is such a dream come true, and I think we're gonna be here for some time, and I'm really looking forward to decorating it and really putting our spin on it. So needless to say, things got really busy. As two people who freelance, we just didn't have the luxury of like just taking off for multiple weeks and doing decorating videos. Like, we really had to get things going. So this is Dustin about 2 weeks later, just getting our bedroom arranged, putting up our mirror and all that good stuff. Now, for those of you who don't know, Dustin, my partner, the guy you're seeing in this video, his full-time job is being a general contractor, carpenter, handyman. So this is his realm. This is what he's good at. And so throughout the video, you're going to see a lot of him, but it's just because he wanted to do this stuff. So the first thing he's doing is getting up these bookshelves. As you all know, he custom made these about 3 years ago, and we've been able to bring them to every apartment we've been in since then, and they've really held up. And so I get questions all the time about like, hey, where can I buy these? And unfortunately, you can't. I'm really trying to talk him into doing an Etsy shop of some sort and doing these custom for people, but I have to sell him on the idea, and hopefully he'll do it soon. Now, it goes without saying that whenever we see a YouTuber get a new apartment, the next video is always like empty apartment tour. And I'm not gonna lie, I am a huge fan of apartment tour, house renovation videos. But to be honest with you, the older that I get, I'm just a lot more in tune with preserving certain things and keeping my privacy, and so I'm still on the fence of whether or not I want to do that. However, I did post a Instagram live walkthrough of the empty apartment for my patrons. So if you are a patron, you've already seen the whole apartment, and if you want to see it, you can go ahead and sign up if you want to. But on a public platform that is open to everyone, I'm just still figuring out if I still want to do that. However, when it comes to the studio space, that is definitely going to be something that I share here with my YouTube family. So welcome to the studio. It is a bit crowded because we had to kind of shove everything in here and get it out of the hallway. But welcome to my new office space. I don't know, it's still kind of surreal. Like, I'm sitting in here right now doing this voiceover. It looks way better than this now because we've cleaned up, we put everything away, but it's just wow. Like, to think of what I came from, like having my little desk tucked up in the corner of the kitchen or in the corner of the living room, to having an entire space when I can close the door. Like, this is monumental for me as a creator who does 99% of her work from home. I am so happy here, and I hope you all love it as well. So these shelves you all have seen probably in dozens of studio vlogs. It is called the Ivar shelving system, and it's from IKEA. In my opinion, from all the research that I've done, it is the most affordable and simple to set up. Not to mention, you can break it down and bring it to any apartment or space that you move into. So I'm really in love with it, and I plan to keep it until it no longer works for me. The only difference that you're you're seeing here is that Dustin did cut off the top of the shelving to make it shorter for me, just in case I want to push it into a closet. So that's why it looks a little bit different, but I promise it's the same shelf that IKEA has right now, and I'll be sure to link it below for you guys. Now, when it comes to decorating the studio space, I'm still trying to figure out what I like. If you all have seen any studio vlogs of creators who have like really organized and like peaceful, tranquil spaces, please link them below or share their channel so that I can see it. I'm still fishing for ideas on Pinterest, but I don't want the space to feel super crowded. So Dustin and I have kind of worked through some prototypes and things we want to do to make it functional, but also still spacious. If it's one thing I can't stand, is a space that feels really crowded and stuffy. Like, that is totally against what I like. And so again, still figuring this out. I was gonna put this shelf inside of the closet, but we decided to keep it exposed and keep it in the room just for easy and simpler access. Not to mention, we don't have electrical outlets in the closet, so Dustin would have to run the wire in a very like sleek way, and we're not ready to do that just yet. So what you're seeing him doing here is just finalizing it, and then he's gonna get it against the wall and secure it. So now that everything is put away for the most part, I am just tucking away the items that I don't need right now in this instance. To be honest, once I started to pack orders again, it was such a mess. I had to dig tissue paper out and all types of stuff. But again, I just wanted to make it functional for the moment. I didn't realize how much stuff that I had tucked away in a closet in the old apartment. And now that it's all out in front of me, it was a bit overwhelming. But at least a month later, the space looks so much better, and I can't wait for you all to see how it looks now. But of course, I wanted to get you caught up on old footage. So this is about a week later, and our TV console that we invested in is finally here. In this apartment, one thing we know for sure is that we're not gonna rush any of the decorating process, and we're not gonna just buy cheap furniture to buy it. Like, we're really gonna invest in some staple pieces that will be here for years to come. So this TV console took me like 2 weeks to find because I am so indecisive, but we are so in love with it. If you all cannot tell already, our style is very much mid-century modern, and so I found this piece shopping online. It is solid wood, and two things that you'll see when you invest in solid wood pieces is that, number one, they are extremely heavy because it's real wood. It's not particle board, it's not MDF. And the second thing is that they are really expensive. And I know that not everyone is ready to go out and drop hundreds on a TV console, but again, we're two people, we're adults, so we split the cost and we just made the investment. And I think it is just a stunning, stunning piece that really ties our entire living room together. All right, so in between the moving and decorating, I do have to get some work done. So I'm showing you all a new postcard that I had made for this month's or past month's Patreon snail mail, and it's of this artist that I created, this character. She's a painter, and then I decided to do this really cool like painterly splatter type of effect on the back, and I really love the quality. I talk about it all the time, but I get my postcards made with Vistaprint, and as the holidays are approaching, they're having even more sales, so be on the lookout for that. But now I'm going to pack up some snail mail, and I hope you all enjoy the time lapse. Now, back to office renovations. I hope you all don't mind that I'm bouncing around. I'm just trying to go in order, but what you see me doing here is actually taping away where I see my new workstation being. So you all know that I have this awesome standing desk from IKEA, but it is just not big enough to house my iMac and all my stuff, and then also pack orders on. And so I'm gonna build an actual like working station where I'll have everything that I need, more than enough space to spread out. Now, what we are doing is actually measuring and taping off where the imaginary workstation would go. And I've just learned over time that if you really want to make a space that really fits you and doesn't feel rushed, it is ideal to try to map out where furniture is going to go by using masking tape and then living with it for a few weeks to see if it's really what you want. And I'm telling you all, it is life-changing. If you have not done this before you go out and spend money on a sofa, a coffee table, whatever it may be, just tape off the space and live with it for a while. And if the floor real estate feels good, then you can go ahead and invest. So Dustin's actually gonna build me a custom L-shaped desk, and that's why you see it's kind of weirdly taped off there. So now we are jumping back into packing orders. I was finally able to reopen my shop towards the beginning of October. And so you are going to see me kind of go through another time lapse packing some orders. I know how much you all love this footage, so I'm gonna turn you over to the soundtrack and I hope you enjoy it. that's about it for the packing montage, and I actually did find a solution for the keychains and stopping them from scratching, but I will be sure to share that in the next studio vlog where I can go into more detail and hopefully save you guys from having beautiful keychains that end up getting scratched up. So I hope you all enjoyed this footage so far and all the updates, and it is so good to finally be caught up and not talking from the past. So since the last time that I came on here and shared a vlog, we actually lost Dakota. He has passed, and there was no way for me to go on with future vlog footage and not share all of this with you all. But over the past couple of months, you may have noticed that my mood overall had changed and my consistency on here, and it's simply because Dakota, his health was declining and I had to become a full-time caregiver. And for anyone that does that for their family or for an animal, you know how like gut-wrenching it can be and depressing. And so I didn't want to share all of that on here. And I know to some of you it may be a shock because you're seeing him the vlog up and about and walking around, but it was really just a roller coaster when it comes to like his physical ability. There were some days he could walk, some days he couldn't, and then it just got to a point where he just wasn't eating or drinking water. So Dakota passed on October 25th. We miss him so much. You guys have no idea, but we are learning to cope and deal, and I think that's the only reason why you don't hear me being super emotional, because I've reached a point of acceptance with it. But I just want to let you all know so that it wasn't weird when you didn't see him in future videos. But I made this illustration for him and actually did a tribute post on Instagram if you guys want to check it out. But again, we really miss him. We appreciate you all loving him, and rest in peace to our fur baby. So I hope you all enjoyed this footage. Thank you so much for loving us. This is your girl signing off, and I will see you in the next one.